All right, let's go ahead and hop across the pond.
Oh, that was the worst.
That was nothing. That wasn't an accent.
Oh,
that was just a different voice.
Okay.
That
I see the backpedaling.
No. I'm not saying I wasn't trying. I'm just saying the way it ended up was just like me changing the inflection of my voice and speaking normal English. Like that was not. I mean, there was nothing to that.
Oh man.
Very nice.
I was gonna try again, but I'm not going to. The Bills face the Jaguars in London.
Please try again.
Do you think London's like, give us a different game?
No, I think
the EJ Manuel Bortle.
Oh, I forgot about the EJ Manuel factor.
Yeah, I mean you got a Bortles factor and a Manuel factor.
Yeah, man, I like watching Blake Bortles play. It's
yeah. I mean, you're a big interception guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get a lot of passing yards. You get the car crash effect occasionally with Blake Bortles. But I don't know. I think Jacksonville's actually an entertaining team to watch. You got a fist up in the air.
Joique Bell was bid on and purchased in our league.
By whom?
Multiple teams.
That's ridiculous.
$7.
Moving on from Joique Bell. We do not need to. So players you're excited about in this game. Shady McCoy clearly is he's a top running back option for me. What about you guys?
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
In this game, I mean, he seems like he's, no setbacks. Seems like he's doing okay. EJ Manuel needs to lean on the running game. McCoy will be involved in the passing game. I see no reason why having no Harvin and no Watkins doesn't lend itself to McCoy just getting more targets by default.
And this is a personal note to Coach Rex Ryan. If I see another run option of EJ Manuel stealing a LeSean McCoy touchdown, I'm going to lose my mind.
Well, you will, but they'll be okay with it.
I know. I'm letting him know that my personal health is on the line.
Sure.
And sure, maybe you care about
You'll
winning.
You'll lose the rest of your mind.
I want to win football games.
Bleh.
My mental health is on the line if you run another EJ Manuel run option like that.
So we said Harvin's out, but have you guys been following this?
No.
He is out for, as Rex Ryan said, personal reasons. He did not travel for personal reasons. He is reportedly very, very frustrated with the injuries that he suffered. And there was even some false reports that he was considering retirement due to the hip injury kind of recurring. So, it seems like there's something going on beyond the injuries with the team too, because Rex Ryan basically just said, yeah, he's not here.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's not good. That's not good.
It's not good, but it's pretty par for the course.
Yeah, regarding EJ Manuel, I did all my quarterback stats this yesterday. We projected a little bit early in the week going for our stream of the week.
The rankings are up.
But the rankings are completely up now, and I actually have EJ Manuel. I believe I've got him at like 9. I've got him as a QB1.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really. That's just how the stats fall.
Just because of Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville is a juicy matchup here. I expect a decent score in this game. I know that Vegas has it a little bit lower. This is one of those games, just like last week, Vegas had one of those games really low that ended up high scoring that I thought was going to be higher scoring. This is another one of those. The Jags-Bills, pretty much I feel like every week Jacksonville gets a low line, and they're putting up points. So,
coming from the guy who streamed Brian Hoyer last week, this doesn't surprise me.
Well, I was going to say you should change your official stream of the week to EJ Manuel then.
Yeah, that's where you have him ranked above Landry.
Because EJ Manuel is actually ranked above Landry. And
Landry's probably not going to play now.
Exactly. So I would say,
is that an official change? I don't have a button for that, but
official change of the week.
Okay.
I'll say EJ Manuel's my guy right now.
All right. That'll cost you $8.
But again,
to change your stream after the
available
fact.
In 100% of the leagues, so I'm still staying right at the bottom.
Okay, how does this affect Charles Clay?
Charles Clay has to have a good week here. Jacksonville hasn't been that great against the tight end. You don't have a lot of other weapons. You've got Robert Woods, who I think, as well as you do, is
big
a
time
good player
streamer.
this
You
week.
got Hollywood.
Do you want to know where
Chris
I have
Hogan.
You want to know where I have Robert Woods this week?
Do I?
You probably don't.
Oh man,
you probably don't.
I want to hear.
I think I had him pretty high too.
Well, I have to scroll down because you guys probably yanked him all the way down the list. Let me see.
You
where
have
he
him.
is.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay,
I have
let me put it
I have him
this
too
way.
high.
Let me put it this way. I have him 19.
I have him. Here's what I say.
And I'm almost double Andy.
He can't. He's at number 10 right now.
Whoa!
Which is too high. But I think he's a 2 this week. I didn't realize that's the thing. When we do our stats, we're going through, we're playing game by game. We're putting the stats into a database, and then we just are copy pasting the list. So we're not like saying, oh, this guy is my 10, so I want to line him up at 10. He'll drop a little bit for me. I think he has a startable 2 this week. Jacksonville's defense is porous. It is Swiss cheese. It is easy to dissect.
I don't have a problem with him as a 2. And to join in with that, if you are a desperate person in need, I honestly don't mind playing Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan had a great stretch run, I think, last year of 3 or 4 games where he was very fantasy relevant. And he's a guy who can succeed if he gets the targets.
He was 3 for 52 and a touchdown 2 weeks ago in that final drive.
Are we talking Woods or Hogan?
No, Hogan.
Okay.
Hogan. And Robert Woods had, I believe, 6 targets last week. So
Robert Woods is a really good player, and
he was 4 for 47 last week. Yeah, he was drafted. What was he? 2nd round pick.
Yeah, he's a 2nd round pick last year, right?
No,
year before.
A couple years ago.
Well, yeah, way back in 2013.
Yeah, a couple years ago. So the Jacksonville wide receivers, I like both of them. I like Hearns and Robinson. Robinson's injury, it doesn't seem to be any kind of a concern right now. And Julius Thomas he's an okay quarterback.
I think you're starting Clay, and he's a quarterback? Julius Thomas is a quarterback now? Yeah.
I think he's a terrible quarterback.
All right, the Browns face the Rams. The Rams are coming off the bye, and they're at home, and Gurley is going to run. And he's going to run well, and I really wish he was on more of my teams.
Yeah, I completely agree with that assessment.
You wish he was on more of Andy's teams?
Yep.
That's weird.
That's great.
You really love Andy.
All right, so let's talk about the Travis Benjamin effect that is taking place. He is being targeted consistently.
He is a wide receiver 1 right now in almost every scoring format.
Let me give you his numbers last week. 9 for 117. That's good.
Yeah,
he hasn't scored in 3 weeks, but, 6, 9.
I like when a guy is not scoring and putting up a lot of targets and receptions because the touchdowns are going to come if you're being utilized in the offense. I know we were kind of down on Benjamin at the beginning of the year, right? He was only catching...
Because he was getting 3 targets a game.
3 targets a game, and we saw the beginning of last year him do the same thing and then trail off into nowhere land.
Travis Benjamin or Dante Moncrief this week?
I think who do the Colts take on the Saints? I'm
definitely taking Moncrief just because of the matchup.
Travis Benjamin or Stephon Diggs this week?
Benjamin.
I'm going to go Benjamin.
Charles
Diggs,
Johnson, I think, is going to be back.
Yeah, Diggs is we love the upside, but he's still got a lot of question marks.
Travis Benjamin or Michael Crabtree?
Ooh.
The Raiders don't have the greatest matchup.
They're playing the Chargers.
Yeah, I love the Chargers pasties, so I'm going Travis Benjamin.
All right. That works. Barnidge. I heard another nickname.
Oh, another one.
I can throw one out there.
The quest for Gary Barnidge's nickname.
Big Rig Barnidge. Because he's always hauling in them touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm with my...
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Maximum Barnidge.
Keep the suggestions coming. I liked it. I didn't think it was necessarily the winner, but I liked it.
Yes, it's not...
Jason, Carnage Barnidge is that's just too easy.
No,
Maximum Barnidge.
Oh, yeah, that's still the winner. You're right.
All right.
Anybody else in this game that is worth discussing? Is there a running back on the Browns? If you had to start one, who is it? Who is it?
It's Duke.
Yeah, it's got to be Duke. Okay. I have Crowell in a lineup. That shows how bad my bye weeks are right now.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I think I've got him running
player.
back 722.
I like the Rams D a lot this week at home against the Browns.
I like the Browns D.
I know.
I think both of them are acceptable.
Yeah. I think you like the Browns D because of the St. Louis offense, and you like the Rams D because of the Rams D.
Yeah, but here's the thing for the Rams D.
And they're at home.
Josh McCown is getting it done, and he got it done decently well against the Denver defense. He had a pair of touchdowns. Now he had some pick six, which if the Rams can do that, of course you're in a very good position. But in one of our leagues where I've been holding out hope for Tyrod Taylor to finally come back, and we have a shorter bench in that league, I have gone full don't care, and I'm riding Josh McCown in that league. And because I'm getting in on this action.
That's not the listener league, is it?
No.
I don't mind that play. When I was statting McCown and looking back, it really truly came down to a question of, is McCown for real with what he's been doing this year, or was it those matchups? And I kind of leaned more towards the matchups, but I had a tough decision going because I looked at this, and this is a tough D to pass against, but McCown has just been fantastic. So I hear you there, and if he does well against the Rams, you got to add him. He's going to be close to, an Andy Dalton, just if he were to put up, 302 against the Rams, that'd be awesome.
All right. Let's move it on to the Lions and Joik Bell against the Vikings.
Is Joik Bell really playing?
The Vikings are, of course he's playing. He practiced in full all week. There's a reason people are buying him.
I don't understand a reason to buy Joik Bell.
I do. Zach Zinner's gone. Abdullah puts it on the turf. Theoretic gets very few carries. Joik Bell has a chance at 15 carries this week.
Zach Zinner being gone actually makes a big difference to me mentally because there's nobody behind Joik Bell that can get those tough yards, those short yardage. You have to use him. And I agree, he could get usage. He's going to be the goal line type of back. So
I will bet anybody in this room that Joik Bell will not have more than 50 yards on the ground.
What am I doing? That was
a sucker bet.
That was a pure Marty McFly, like, you challenged me. I hit the button, and then I think about it.
Oh, man.
That's great, because then I can root for him. I mean, it fits the preseason just fine.
I was in the middle of saying I would never take that bet when he hit that button.
That bet is so bad. I mean, I'm actually going to take the water for it this afternoon. That's ridiculous. All right. I cannot wait to if I win this, though, it'll be great.
We need to have one of the on the Water Wheel app. We need to have one of those where it's like the person getting wet has to just dump the water right on their own head.
There should be one. By the way, that app is so close.
It should. We just got to push it live.
It's almost there. Well,
doing it live.
There was some changes to the iOS store. We're getting it there. All right. So the wide receivers in the well, never mind. Let's stay with the running backs for a second. Joik Bell, Abdullah, Riddick. Right now, fantasy-wise, Riddick would be the only guy I would flex in an emergency.
I agree.
AP, is he going to do better than 26?
AP destroys the Lions.
That's good. I'm facing him in that league.
Good luck.
To come back
he destroys the Lions.
Is Matt Stafford, he had a big week. Is he playable this week against Minnesota in Minnesota?
He's all right. I think I've got him about
You got a bye week going on? If you got Dalton on bye, would you play Stafford?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I've got him at 12 or somewhere right around there. He's on the cusp.
Would you play him, or would you play Ryan Fitzpatrick at New England?
I think I'd play Stafford.
Yeah, I think I would go. Man,
New England gives up. New England's 24th against quarterbacks.
I think I might go Fitzpatrick there.
I was just curious.
I have them,
but I don't mind at all. If you feel like your team really needs some upside this week, Stafford's a great play. But the Vikings do have a very solid defense, and they're at home, and they're favorites. And so.
Yeah. All right. So, there are a lot of guys that could be started at the wide receiver position across both teams. Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, Wallace. People like Wallace and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I have Diggs very high this week.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think
even with Charles Johnson set to come back.
Yes, I do. The quantity of targets and the production on those targets and his after the catch, to me, I'm riding Stephon Diggs right now. I don't think it's really going to slow down.
Yeah, we all have him in, I think you've got him 30, Mike. So, wide receiver 3, I've got him 25, still 3, but on the cusp of 2. It's hard for me, though, if he's on my roster to, unless there's a need. If I can start someone else over him, I just want him on my roster and hold on. Because you have no idea. You could go out there and Charles Johnson could split the snaps with him half, and then you got.
I don't think it's going to matter.
It might not, but I would rather wait the week and find out.
Sure,
whether
no, that's fine.
Where it
that's
matters is when they're in 2 wide sets. If Stephon Diggs is not even on the field, that's where it really matters, and that's the question mark. I think personally that Stephon Diggs will be on the field in 2 wide.
So do I.
But even just my opinion and thinking that, I don't know if I'm confident enough in that to say whatever, he's going out there when his snap
Stephon Diggs, Robert Woods. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd rather
Because you know
Woods.
he'll be out there.
Woods is a number 1 for his team this week.